All right. So one thing we talked about in the new year is new things we're doing on this show, and we're always getting new ideas, new ways of reaching out to our listeners and our subscribers, but also new segments. And we all played that game or that discussion of, well, I can't really say it, but marry, F them, or kill them. So we're gonna do our own version. Since I'm the coach, we're gonna go with a little bit of we're gonna put our coaches hats on. We're gonna do start them, sit them, cut them. But this could be really anything. All right. We're gonna kind of go in different directions here, different sports, different topics, and we're gonna throw something. Now, the thing is, we have not talked about these. I don't know what Joe's gonna say. Rob's gonna say. They don't know what I'm gonna say. We're gonna do this right off the hop, top of your head. We're making it as difficult as possible, and we're gonna post them. We want to hear what you think as well. So I'm gonna start it off. You ready, guys? All right. You're starting your own hockey franchise. You get any player you want. All right. So I'm going to give you three guys. All right. So here are your choices. Start them, sit them, cut them. Connor McDavid, Connor Bedard, Cale Makar.
I'll start. I'll go with McDavid, stardom. I'll sit Makar, and I'll cut Bedard only because, yeah, he's great in principle, and we think he's going to be great, but we really just don't know until he gets to the show. So that's where I'll go with that one.
All right, I'll go start McDavid, sit Bedard, and cut Makar. Bedard seems like he has a really high upside. I'm not saying like Makar is obviously a great player. Hell, we don't even know if he's the best defenseman on his own team right now. Like that team is like they've got four great defensemen. So the fact that, I mean, especially if you're Colorado, if you told them you can have Makar or Bedard right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they said we'll take Bedard. So I'll go McDavid, Bedard, Makar.
All right, I'll be different. I'm going to start Bedard. I'm going to sit McDavid, and I'm going to cut Makar simply because Edmonton has just destroyed McDavid. And I'll take the 16-year-old phenom who's putting up better numbers at that age than McDavid. I've seen this kid. I've coached against this kid. I've coached against McDavid. They're close, guys. I'm telling you, they're close. Bedard is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I'm going to take the upside and the age. All right.
I don't know, man. McDavid.
But this is the whole thing, man.
A different cloth.
We're not talking about McDavid and Michael Bunting here. It's guys trying to be on the same level. So, all right, who's up?
Okay, Joe, you go. You do yours. Very relevant.
I'm gonna go because it was Big Ben's last game. That means all of the quarterbacks drafted in the 2004 draft are no longer playing anymore. Now, the three best quarterbacks that were drafted in that first round were Ben, Eli Manning, and Phillip Rivers. So you got to pick them, start them, sit them, cut them for Big Ben, Phil Rivers, and Eli Manning.
I'll go. Okay, I start Ben, even though I don't think he put a lot of work in his career and he just went off of God-given talent. I'll sit Eli, and I'll cut Phil simply because Phil didn't really win anything, and I didn't like his throwing mechanics, and Eli got 2 Super Bowls. Ben got 3. Did he get 3 or 2? He got 2. I almost started Eli, but we'll go Ben because of the resume. Ben, Eli, and then Phil.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Yeah, Ben, Eli, Phil. Ben was complete. He used to run too. He used to run to pick up first downs. Eli can't run to save his life. And I give Eli credit because he did it with the Giants. He really didn't have much help around him. But then, yeah, Rivers didn't win anything. So that's easy.
I'll try to be different. I'm going to go Ben, obviously, start. I'll go sit Rivers, cut Manning. I know Manning won twice, but I when you look at the quarterbacks, I actually think Phil Rivers was a better quarterback than Manning. He didn't have the Giants defense. He was stuck on the San Diego Chargers his whole career. So you can make an argument. Manning probably deserves the sit-em category because he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. But
yeah,
just to be different than you guys, I'll put Rivers in the sit-em category.
You can't tell the story of football without Eli Manning. because he broke up 2 Patriot Super Bowls.
Fair enough.
Okay, for my first one, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Start one, sit one, cut one.
Green Bay. Say it again.
Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Kansas City.
Okay.
Starting Kansas City. Sitting Tampa Bay. Cutting Green Bay.
Wow.
Yep, I'll second that.
I'm going starting Green Bay, sitting Kansas City, cutting Tampa Bay. I'm betting against the GOAT.
Wow. What was your second one, Bobby?
Frank, do you want to go or do you want me to drop my
Yeah, might as
second one?
well.
This is
Might as well.
very controversial. This will get Star Wars fans up in a knot.
Fuck.
But
I know
given the
nothing
fact
about Star
that
Wars.
I just watched the last 3. Well, sorry, I didn't. I watched the last one. Start one, sit one, cut one. The first 3, so 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9.
I didn't watch any of them, so I could give a flying
I'm
fuck.
not a
Oh boy,
But I'm gonna
I'm
go.
not a huge Star Wars guy.
you guys know Star Wars, all right? Like we've all watched.
Oh,
it.
I've seen it, but I have not watched. I've watched the original, so I'll start with the original. So I'll take 1 to 3, I guess.
Which were actually 4, 5, and 6
Yeah, so
in the
you-
Star Wars
that's
category.
4.
Yeah,
so
okay,
you
sure.
go, so you're going
Sure.
4 to 6.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll go them, start them. I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Give me the one with Samuel L. Jackson in it as the one I'll sit, and the one that doesn't have him, I'll bench.
Yeah, I'm gonna upset Star Wars fans to lengths that are unbound. I'm gonna start 1 to 3, just because 4 to 6 were better movies, but the graphics it's really hard for me to watch 4 to 6 now, seeing where the graphics are. And 7 and 9, I just finished watching them. 9 was like I just couldn't get invested, so I'll go the awfully acted 1 to 3. Was Hayden Christensen kind of struggled, but we had the Ewan McGregor 1 to 3 starting. I'll sit 4 to 6 with the big 3, and then 7 and 9, the last ones, I'll cut those.
And cut Star Wars discussions from this pod.
I did
in the
not
future.
see that coming. I did not see that.
I just
coming.
I happened to watch 9 today, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah, I don't know.
Joe, come up with something, man, because that was painful. All right.
You got one, Frankie. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. On the mic. All right. Best talkers. Start one, sit them, cut them. Ric Flair, The Rock, Chris Jericho.
Ooh.
Like, I think this is easy.
Like The Rock's my guy. I love The Rock, especially when he got on the mic. So I'll go him start. Ric Flair, I'll sit him. And I love Jericho. I'm Canadian. He's Canadian, but in this one, I gotta put him in the cut him category.
No, I'll go Rock. I'll go CJ, and then I'll cut Flair.
Wow.
I just feel
a
like
legend. You're cutting a legend.
I just feel like they were more scripted. I think the personality of The Rock and Jericho was just, they were out of bounds. I think it was more like on the fly during that era.
Well, I'm going to say start Flair, because nobody has more catchphrases that are trademarked and making money off those than Ric Flair. So to be the man, Space Mountain, jet flying, son of a gun, all those, got to start Flair. I'm actually going to sit Jericho only because longevity and the fact that he keeps transforming himself to relevant talker and entertainment and all of that. I got to sit Jericho, and I'm only going to cut The Rock because those last couple of movies sucked. And I'm going to hold that against them. That's the only reason why I got a chance to cut him. So see, that one was a little bit of a tough one. That was a tough one.
That was probably the toughest out of all of them, to be honest.
All right.
All right, and that was it for our first session of Start 'em, Sit 'em, Cut 'em.
If you got any guys, we're gonna put this up on our YouTube and like throw some at us. We'd love to hear them. I'm sure there's some good ones out there that we'll bring on here as well. So more to come from this one. Thanks, guys.